What if I told you that your body has its own team of superheroes? Yeah, it's true. They're cells that can rebuild your organs, rescue your immune system, and even cure certain cancers. It's true, and they're called stem cells. Let's explore how they work. So, what are stem cells? Well, to answer this question, imagine the human body as a busy city. Every cell has a specific job. Some carry oxygen, some fight infections, and some repair tissues. But stem cells, they're the master builders of the entire system. What makes them so unique is that they can divide many times and turn into different types of specialized cells. And now, there are two major kinds. The embryonic stem cells are highly flexible and become almost anything. And the adult stem cells are found in bone marrow and blood, which constantly make new blood cells. These adult stem cells are the ones they use in most cancer treatments. In many blood cancers, like leukemia or lymphoma, the disease attacks the body's blood-forming stem cells, the very cells that keep your immune system working. Treatments like chemotherapy and radiation are powerful. Think of them like the Avengers fighting a supervillain. They're absolutely necessary to save the city. But during those battles, even the heroes accidentally cause damage to buildings, roads, and everything around them. The same thing happens in the body. Chemo and radiation destroy the cancer cells, but they also wipe out the healthy stem cells that produce blood, fight infections, and repair tissue. To fix this, doctors use a procedure called a stem cell transplant. Essentially, this means giving the patient a brand new set of master builders. And here's how it works. First, healthy stem cells are collected from a donor or sometimes the patient themselves. Then, the patient receives high-dose chemo or radiation to remove the diseased cells. Then, the donor stem cells are infused through the bloodstream, like a simple transfusion. Finally, these cells travel to the patient's bone marrow and begin producing healthy, new blood and immune cells. This process can fully restore the blood system, and for many diseases, it's one of the only treatments that can cure the cancer. The biggest challenge in this process is finding a match. A transplant only works if the donor and patient share the same HLA markers. HLA markers are the proteins on the surface of cells that act like a biological ID tag. And matching these markers is essential so the new stem cells aren't rejected. But matching is rare. Sometimes it's so rare as finding a compatible organ donor. This is why having a large and diverse pool of potential donors is so important. Stem cells show us how powerful the body's own biology can be in fighting disease. If you're eligible, consider learning more about joining the stem cell donor registry. A simple cheek swab could one day help rebuild someone's entire immune system. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a little bit more about stem cells and their importance in cancer treatment.